full body 5 days a week. This is the training split I've been running for the last 6 months, and I think it's great. I thought that hitting the same muscle on consecutive training days would just sort of tire me out as the week went on. But I've actually found the opposite. Because I'm normally only hitting one exercise per muscle, I can really give that exercise my full focus and attention. And because the volume per workout is so low compared to other splits I've run, I find I'm able to recover from it so much faster as well. So what about recovery? This is the thing most people seem to have the most reservation with. I mean, there's just no way you can recover with only 24 hours between workouts, right? Actually, I would say it's not that hard. Remember, when I say we're hitting chest every day, I'm not saying that we're hitting a full Monday chest day every day. That would definitely be overtraining. Instead, you can think of it like taking a typical Monday chest workout and just splitting it up across 4 or 5 days of the week. Also, by the second or third week, a phenomenon known as the repeated bout effect will kick in, where your body adapts to the new stimulus and learns to recover faster than you ever have before. As a result, you'll likely never feel sore after training, which is actually a good thing, as soreness simply impedes performance.
Personally, I do about 3 to 4 hours a week of zone 2. Next question is, how long should I do it for? 45 minutes is probably about the minimum per session. So in other words, if you were going to commit to 3 hours a week in 45-minute blocks, you probably wouldn't want to go any shorter versus, say doing 20-minute blocks every single day or something to that effect. In my experiences, it does take a while to get into that sort of steady state. Short intervals of zone 2 don't seem to produce the same effect as long intervals. So again, it depends on your fitness, but certainly I would say, striving to have as much time as you can is reasonable, and I generally recommend people start at 30 minutes if they're new to the activity, 45 if they're not. Can I do other exercises before or after? Well, that's really a great question, and it depends a little bit on your goals. So could you do strength training before and then zone 2 after? Well, from a zone 2 perspective, you could, but I think actually the research would suggest that if one of your goals is hypertrophy or even strength, big gains in strength, it's probably counterproductive to finish an intense strength training workout and jump immediately into zone 2. Personally, I separate them on all but one day. So there's only one day when I do zone 2 and strength on the same day, and I separate them by several hours. The more time you dip out of zone 2, the more counterproductive it is, because by definition, when you're in zone 3, 4, 5, you're producing far more lactate than your body can clear, and therefore you're taking the mitochondria out of that sweet spot. So the goal should be to do this basically in some mechanism where you have great control over this. I think the most important benefits are physiologic. So the more zone 2 you do, the better you are able to do both insulin sensitive and insulin independent glucose uptake. So this makes for very efficient mitochondria when it comes to glucose disposal. And that's really one of the hallmarks of metabolic health. So right now I'm in zone 1, which is to say doing nothing, but I basically only exercise in zone 2 and zone 5. Occasionally I go into 6, but I spend virtually zero time in zone 3 and 4, pretty much never.
Supplements. A pre-workout will be very helpful, because you are not going to have a whole lot of energy eating that basically almost no food. Right? Protein sparing modified fast is really what it is. And you're going to want some pre-workout in many cases because it'll help you train hard and do cardio hard, which is really good. Vitamins and minerals you should take just anyway. I would take a multivitamin, multimineral anyway. I do every day. 5 grams of daily creatine monohydrate is a fine idea. Good boost in performance. It's anti-catabolic. And for many people, some caffeine, coffee, tea, shit like that, early in the day for most, because, one does not operate on protein alone.
My recommendations would be the same for whether they're doing a fat loss phase or not. Things like creatine monohydrate, whey protein if you're not getting enough protein through your food, because high protein diets are fantastic for fat loss goals. When we're on a weight loss diet, sometimes it's hard. We'll restrict fat, and it's hard to get essential fatty acids into the diet. And so fish oil could be a really good option there. There might be some vitamins or minerals that we're getting less of when we start reducing food intake. So it's another good reason why you might consider taking a multivitamin or even a vitamin D supplement as well.
Getting lean is very hard because it's one of those things where you can be perfect 20 hours a day, 23 hours a day, and then mess it all up in 1 hour. So getting lean is actually very, very hard. If you want to get lean this year, the number one thing to understand is that this is a momentum game. And getting momentum is the most important thing you must do to dial in your fitness. The main thing that you want to do, right, is you want to make your diet so simple, so easy to follow. I recommend if you want to get locked in and get lean as fast as possible, eat the same thing every day for the first, few weeks. And don't give yourself any decision making. It's like, boom, that's it. That's what I do. And once you get locked in, getting lean is so much easier when you eat the same thing. And then once you get like a couple weeks under your belt and you're getting leaner and your body's adapted to those lower calories, then it's literally just riding the wave. For that first, 3-4 weeks, keep your lifestyle a little bit boring, hit your workouts, go for some walks, maybe have some fun things to do, but don't do stuff that's going to throw you off your diet and then you freaking are just running around in circles for 4 months. Keep it really simple. Follow that diet and make it really easy. And then maybe after 2 weeks, if you want to go out for dinner or do something different, do that. But I find that when you haven't built momentum and your body's getting used to eating lower calories, you want to make things as simple as easy as possible.
Step one, you need to be in a state of complete acceptance. You have to realize that when you're getting that lean, some days are going to be difficult. Some days you're gonna be a little bit hungry. Some days you're gonna wanna eat a little bit more. Some days you're gonna feel kind of a little bit flat. And if you don't accept that this is a reality, you're going to sabotage yourself. You're gonna start to eat more. You're gonna start to be like, oh, I'm hungry, I need to give in. And that's just gonna stop you from getting to your goal. So you have to accept that getting that lean is gonna take a little bit more effort. It's gonna take a little bit more discomfort. And if you don't accept that, then when the going gets tough, you're gonna throw the towel in. Accept that some days it's gonna be tough and you gotta push through that. And that's where you really build the mental toughness. That's what makes people succeed, not just getting lean, but in life. The ability to push through when things are tough. And that's just what the reality is. So embrace the discomfort and be in a state of complete acceptance. Now, the second thing that I wanna talk about is to flip the script. So here's the problem that a lot of people make. And the problem is that they view the hunger, they view the difficulty, they view the exhaustion when you're training and pushing yourself and maybe the calories are a little bit low. They view that as a bad thing. And because they view it as a bad thing, mentally the journey becomes harder. If you tell yourself, oh, I'm hungry, this sucks, then it's gonna be more difficult. So what you do is you flip the script and you say, fuck, I'm hungry. Good. That's good. It means I'm getting leaner. It means I'm locking in. It means I'm getting to my goal. It means I'm pushing myself. And when you go to that gym and you push yourself hard, you get that rep, flip the script, make it exciting. That's what you want. You want that challenge.